My friends, before we begin this journey together, I want to remind you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, unlock your true potential, comment your thoughts below and share this message with someone who needs to hear it today, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a new motivational video that could change your life. Now let's begin. The greatest strength you will ever develop in life is not just the strength to say yes, it is the discipline to say no. Saying no is not about rejection or negativity, it's about self-control, direction and purpose. It's about protecting your time, your focus, your energy and your destiny. You see, too many people live their entire lives saying yes to everyone and everything, and then they wonder why they feel tired, lost and unfulfilled. They wonder why their dreams remain dreams and their goals never become reality. The truth is, every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to something truly meaningful. Think about it. How many times have you said yes just to please others? Yes, because you didn't want to disappoint anyone. Yes, because you were afraid of missing out, but deep inside you knew that yes was wrong, that yes took you away from your priorities, that yes stole time from your vision and your peace, but you said it anyway because saying no felt uncomfortable, it felt selfish, it felt harsh. But what if I told you that learning to say no is one of the most self-loving and empowering acts you can ever practice? When you master the discipline of saying no, you start to reclaim control over your life. You begin to live intentionally rather than reactively. You stop living by the demands of others and start living by the design of your own dreams. People will always have requests, they will always need your time, your help, your presence, and while kindness and compassion are beautiful virtues, they must be balanced with wisdom and boundaries. Otherwise you will drown in other people's priorities while your own purpose slowly fades away. There's a saying that goes, if you don't stand for something you'll fall for anything, and that is exactly what happens when we fail to say no, when we say yes out of fear instead of clarity, when we say yes because we crave approval instead of alignment. Every yes carries a cost, and that cost is your time, your energy and your potential. Time is not renewable, energy is not infinite, focus is not endless. You only get one life, one chance, one journey, so you must become the guardian of your yeses and the master of your nos. The people who achieve greatness in any field have learned this secret. They understand that saying no is not weakness, it's wisdom. They say no to distractions, no to unnecessary meetings, no to toxic relationships, no to habits that steal their progress. They say no not because they don't care, but because they care deeply about what truly matters. Steve Jobs once said, focusing is about saying no. You cannot be focused if you say yes to everything, and he was right. Focus requires pruning, just like a gardener cuts away the unnecessary branches so the tree can grow stronger. You too must cut away what doesn't serve your growth so you can flourish. When you say no to distractions, you say yes to clarity. When you say no to negativity, you say yes to peace. When you say no to overcommitment, you say yes to mastery. When you say no to others' expectations, you say yes to your own authenticity. But let's be honest, saying no is not easy. It's uncomfortable, it can make you feel guilty, it can create conflict, it can even make people dislike you. But that's okay, because discipline is not about pleasing others, it's about leading yourself. Growth begins the moment you stop living for approval and start living for alignment. If you want to unlock your true potential, you have to make peace with being misunderstood, because the people who don't understand your no will never respect your yes. Learning to say no starts with self-awareness. You must know your priorities, your goals, your values. When you are clear on what matters most, it becomes easier to say no to what doesn't align. Clarity creates confidence, indecision creates confusion. So take time to define your vision. What do you truly want in life? What are you building? Who are you becoming? Once you know your path, every no becomes a declaration of power. Every no becomes a step closer to your purpose. And here's the truth: every yes comes with a hidden price. If you say yes to staying up late, you're saying no to productivity the next morning. If you say yes to gossip, you're saying no to peace. If you say yes to fear, you're saying no to faith. If you say yes to comfort, you're saying no to growth. Life is a trade of choices. You cannot say yes to everything, because then nothing has meaning. The discipline of saying no is not about being selfish, it's about being strategic. Your yes has value. Don't waste it on things that drain you. Save it for things that develop you. Don't give away your energy to people who constantly take but never give back. Don't spend your time on paths that lead you away from your purpose. Saying no is how you respect your own worth. It's how you draw a line between what you can control and what you cannot. It's how you stay true to your mission even when others try to pull you in 100 different directions. Sometimes the hardest no is the one you must say to yourself. Saying no to procrastination, no to excuses, no to comfort zones, no to the voice inside that says you can't. Saying no to that inner weakness is the highest form of self-discipline, because your future self is counting on your present self to be strong enough to say no today so that you can enjoy the rewards tomorrow. Remember, success is not built by doing more, it's built by doing what matters most. The power of no is the power of focus, and focus is the birthplace of excellence. When you start saying no to distraction, you start saying yes to your destiny. But here's the thing: people won't always like your no. They'll question you, they'll try to guilt trip you, they'll say you've changed, but that's okay. You're supposed to change, you're supposed to evolve, you're supposed to grow, and growth demands separation. The higher you climb, the quieter your circle becomes, because not everyone is meant to go where you're going, and not everyone will understand why you say no to what used to excite you. That's not arrogance, that's evolution, and the price of evolution is the courage to disappoint others so that you don't disappoint yourself. The discipline of saying no is the difference between people who live by design and those who live by default, the difference between the dreamers and the doers, the difference between mediocrity and mastery. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you create space for something that does. When you remove what drains you, you make room for what drives you, and the more you practice this, the stronger your focus becomes, your peace deepens, and your productivity multiplies. Imagine your life as a house. Every yes is like a guest you invite, and some guests bring joy, laughter, and wisdom. Others bring drama, noise, and chaos. If you let everyone in your house, will become overcrowded, and you won't have space for the people who truly matter. The same goes for your mind and your time. You must guard your doors carefully, because not everyone deserves access to your energy. Learning to say no is not about closing yourself off from the world, it's about choosing wisely what you open yourself to. It's about quality over quantity, depth over distraction, alignment over approval, and purpose over popularity. You will find that when you begin saying no from a place of clarity, people start respecting you more because they can sense your boundaries, and people who don't respect your boundaries don't belong in your future. Your no filters your circle, it removes the noise and amplifies your focus. And here's a truth most people never realize: every no you say today is preparing you for a bigger yes tomorrow. When you say no to instant gratification, you make space for long-term success. When you say no to negative people, you make space for peace. When you say no to bad habits, you make space for discipline. When you say no to fear, you make space for faith. Discipline is doing what's right even when it's hard, and saying no is one of the hardest disciplines of all, but if you can master it, your life will never be the same. You'll start to notice how your days feel lighter, your mind feels clearer, and your goals feel closer. You'll stop being pulled in 100 directions and start walking with purpose in one. Let me tell you something: the most successful people you admire, they all have one thing in common: they know when to say no. They protect their time like treasure because they understand that time is the one resource they can never get back. Your life changes the moment you start valuing your time like it's sacred, because it is every minute you waste is a piece of your potential that you'll never recover. So from today I challenge you to practice the discipline of saying no. Say no to the things that no longer align with your growth. Say no to the people who drain your energy. Say no to the habits that sabotage your goals. Say no to the fear that keeps you small. Say no to the noise that distracts you from your dreams. Say no to average so you can say yes to excellence. Say no to comfort so you can say yes to growth. Say no to chaos so you can say yes to peace. Say no to hesitation so you can say yes to action. Say no to what weakens you so you can say yes to what strengthens you. The discipline of saying no is the key to unlocking your true potential, because your focus determines your future and your boundaries determine your balance. It's not about saying no to life, it's about saying yes to the right life, the one that is intentional, purposeful, and true to who you are. So take a deep breath, look at your life, look at your habits, your routines, your commitments, your relationships, and ask yourself what deserves your yes and what deserves your no, then act accordingly. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Your priorities are your responsibility. Your purpose is your compass. Your peace is your reward. Say no with grace but stand firm. Say no with clarity but without guilt. Say no with courage, because every powerful no is an act of self-respect, and every time you honor yourself with a no, you strengthen the foundation of your purpose. So the next time you feel pressured to say yes, pause and remember this: your no is not rejection, it's redirection. It's not selfishness, it's self-mastery. It's not a wall, it's a gate that protects your dreams from the noise of the world. Now my friends, if this message touched your heart, if it reminded you of your worth, your focus and your power, then I want you to like this video, comment below what you are going to start saying no to, and share this message with others who need to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe to unlock your true potential and turn on notifications so you never miss the next message that could change your mindset and your life forever. Because remember, your true potential is unlocked not by saying yes to everything but by saying no to the things that don't align with who you're meant to be.